Hey, good morning. Welcome in. Well, I will say, yesterday, I mean, if you just watch like futures flying all over the place, NASDAQ was down nearly 5% at one point, but everything seems to be settling out right now. We'll try to dive into this stuff. It seems like nobody knows what the hell is going on, but why don't we just join the party? John Dory just said, I need a good one-liner to start the show. Bro, I had so many one-liners to start the show, but all of them would have to deal with somebody getting triggered and freaking out and reporting me to YouTube, so I couldn't do it. But the one-liners are endless right now, but that's what the bid and ask is for. So, okay, futures. NASDAQ futures were down almost 5% in the middle of the night. Dow futures down just a tick. So here's the deal. Nobody knows what's going on. Putin's being very cryptic in everything he says. I have to think that the sanctions that they're talking about putting on Russia are working. I have no idea. I have to think that the sanctions put on by Boris Johnson in the UK are much more influential than anything the United States would put on right now. But let's see. Russia's set the stage for a quick move to secure its hold in Ukraine's rebel regions on Tuesday with new legislation that it would allow new deployment of troops there as the West prepares to announce sanctions against Moscow. The legislation could be a pretext for a deeper move into Ukraine territory, as the United States and its allies have feared. So basically, from my understanding, hold on a second. Basically, from my understanding, this is all over NATO. Putin doesn't want the Ukraine to be part of NATO. And that's at the extremely rudimentary, surface, elementary level of my understanding. The latest developments by Putin were met with reprehension by many countries around the world. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky sought to project calm, telling the country in an address overnight, "We are not afraid of anyone or anything." Well, frankly, I think you should be. We don't owe anyone anything, and we won't give anything to anyone. The White House quickly responded, issuing an executive order to prohibit U.S. investments and trade in the separatist region. Sanctions will be announced on Tuesday. British Prime Minister also put immediate sanctions on Russia, and he told Putin a full-scale invasion of Ukraine would be absolutely catastrophic. Johnson told Putin, you want to talk about zero, you know what's given? That's Vladimir Putin. But maybe it does seem like he's actually giving some Fs. Putin announced the move in an hour-long televised speech blaming the United States and its allies for the current crisis, describing Ukraine's bid to join NATO as an existential threat to Russia. Russia says it wants Western guarantees that NATO will not allow Ukraine and other former Soviet Union countries to join as members. And Putin said on Monday that a simple moratorium on Ukraine's accession would not be enough. That's that. I don't know what else to say about this. Why can't we just stay out of it? I freaking agree with you. Totally agree with you. And then you have President Macron saying anything, as if the French are going to do anything useful. The French should just go and just keep sipping on their wine and cheese and shut their you-know-what. What war in Ukraine means for markets, let's get down to it. Western leaders will see all of this crossing of a clear red line, bringing closer to the point at which sanctions will fall. So obviously, here's what you need to do. I don't necessarily think you need to get defensive here, and I'll pull up a stat that was mentioned in this article, but energy prices are going right now. Gold commodities are going right now. Silver commodities are going right now. Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, obviously, because it's going to the moon. Not. Let's see. We're facing 7-year highs of, we're getting to that $100 level per barrel. It's up at 94.28 today. Biden remains adamant that Ukraine will be defended and that sanctions such as blocking energy sales. This is a big one over there because from my understanding, the Russia is a large supplier of energy, oil, to the UK. And those of you that are from the UK, you can confirm or deny my statement. With oil prices already at a multi-year high due to misaligned supply-demand dynamics, further tensions could mean more upside, potentially north of $100 per barrel. While we remain optimistic in diplomatic resolution or de-escalation, this person, who where's he from? Raymond James. He could see if base case scenario, whatever, $80 a barrel. And last but not least, despite the near-term volatility in the wake of geopolitical events over the past 3 decades, ranging from terrorist attacks to the start of wars, stocks have tended to bounce back relatively quickly. Here's that stat that I just mentioned, rallying 4.6% on average in the 6 months following such crisis dating back to 1990 and rising 81% of the time. So there you go. In general, Fed policy and economic... I don't need to read this statement. Who's calling me right now? Don't you know I'm in the air? Guys, if you haven't listened to this yet, there is a... Hold on. There's a... No, I can't pull... hold on a second. Let me see here. No, I can't pull it up. All right, guys, here's a... Get out of this. I want to show you... I want to tell you guys a podcast to listen to. So go and listen to this podcast. It's called... Hold on, I just got to pull it up here. It's called Hidden Forces. So that's the name of the podcast. And then this is from February 14th, so Valentine's Day. Monetary tightening and the end of risk on trade. It was with Mohamed El-Erian. Those of you that have been around for a long time know that he's one of my favorite economists. He runs Aliens. He's Egyptian. He's great. He's smart, and he makes the complex understandable. So go and watch what listen to what Mohamed El-Erian said. You can find it in any of your podcasting stores, unless he was censored, and then you can't listen to it. So on Spotify at least. Where do we want to go? Invest like a recession is coming makes no sense. This lady, Matika Mislav, we think it is wrong to position for a recession given the extremely favorable financing conditions. She ain't wrong about that. Very strong labor markets. She is wrong about that. Under-leveraged consumers, strong corporate cash flows, and I don't know about that anymore. And banks' strong balance sheets. The sector leadership remains risk on, and that basically what she's talking about is tech and biotech. and consistent with a slowdown. This lady thinks that investors should stay bullish on banks, mining, energy, insurance, autos, travel, and telecom stocks. I don't disagree with her. Maybe on the travel and autos. Slowdown worries have hammered the fangs. Gold is nearing $2,000 an ounce, while Bitcoin is almost touching $30 an ounce. So RIP Bitcoin. If you thought that it was a hedge, I'm sorry for you and your lack of brain cells. Mohamed El-Erian said a recession is this year is unlikely despite inflationary pressures. I think for the United States, don't estimate the resilience of the U.S. economy. I think the biggest risk to the U.S. economy is policy from the Fed. And basically, he's right. I'm just reading some of your guys' comments. So the comments can be great, but they can also be extremely distracting. Where should we go next? Let's do the Bitcoin thing. Losing out on gold. Okay, sick. Bitcoin has dipped below 40,000 over the weekend. Weakening continues as Ukraine crisis deepens, undermining the argument that cryptocurrencies are the haven in times of geopolitical turmoil. They are supposed to be, their asset purported to be the answer to every question. Adorable. Again, lack of brain cells. The chip shortage is so bad that GM dropped heated seats in the winter. I forgot to read this story. GM has temporarily dropped heated seat options in vehicles in response to the chip shortage, but the largest automaker is not alone. The move is another sign of how automakers are having to respond to a crisis. But don't worry, the Fed says that you're going to have chips everywhere by the end of the year. They don't know why, but they say you are, so that's all that matters. The Home Depot. The Home Depot crushes sales again. So like I said last week, guys, I really like to see what companies like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, etc. do in times of this and worry about the U.S. economy and this and that. So here we go. Home Depot sales grew 11% in the fiscal quarter again. Revenue was up. Net income was up. Net sales rose. Those were up. Same-store sales were up 8.1%. The retailer has been a clear pandemic winner. So this is a weird part. Clear pandemic winner thanks to them taking on do-it-yourself at-home projects and stuff. They're going to have a new CEO on March 1st. I forgot about that one. That was interesting. The guy crushed it through one of the most difficult times in economic history, just shutting down everything, and they're going to replace him. I'm sure he's retiring or something like that, but he will still serve as chair of the board. So the country's aging home prices, yada, yada. You know why. If you redid your house, congrats. You're already paying more for groceries and gas. Here's where consumers will feel it the next round. RIP consumers. Packaged food and household products companies have yet to pass that through to price hikes to their consumers. So get ready for more disruption and good luck to you. I mean, damn. I went to the store over the weekend. I don't understand how like the average American is out there like the prices are insane. The prices are literally insane what's going on out there. I mean, I picked up a loaf of bread and it was $6. Granted, it's some fancy bread, but the point is that bread used to be $4.50 and now it's $6. Just, I don't know, 3 months ago? I mean, come on, it's nuts. Coffee creamer's like $6. Gonna have to start drinking, I don't know, never mind. Anyways, let's see what the futures are doing. Why do they say go against inflation, you should put yourself in debt? Well, whether they say it or don't say it, people are putting themselves in insane debt that they're never going to be able to pull themselves out of. Perfect. The Bitcoin story just makes me so happy. So happy. Futures are down a tick. We're going to see what's going to happen today. Oil's, everything, energy is going to go. Energy is going to go. Pay attention to, well, mostly just pay attention to energy today. Let's see. What's supposed to be here? Yield curve, I think. Yield curve. Everything's staying pretty consistent. Nothing's really moving around too much. Let's see what earnings are reported today. After the bell, you have Virgin Galactic. Teladoc. God, I pray to God Teladoc Health just gets absolutely smoked. That would be a wonderful thing. Look at that, guys. Home Depot. Let's look at the Home Depot real quick. So I just told you a story about Home Depot and everything good that just came out of their earnings report. And look at this. This is what starts to happen. This is what happened in 2000. This is what happened in 2008. Everything really good comes out, and then people say, well, it just wasn't good enough. It's not a big enough beat. Well, they just crushed everything, and how is that not a big enough beat? That's the earnings reaction that you get to something incredible like that. So that's that. If you want to join us, here's the page logged in. So you get all of our latest videos. You get tickers up top, recent news down here. It's endless, and this is my favorite part. This is something that I wanted on our page. When there's a video story, it says video. When there's an article story, it says article. I love that. Then you don't have to waste your time, because I kept clicking on videos wanting to read something, but I couldn't. Another thing. Has anybody been paying attention to what's been going on with Tesla lately? And I don't know what's happening, but I just see it all over the news, all over the story headlines, but nobody's talking about it on television. So is Tesla not disruptive anymore? Are we over that? Are we done with that? If you click EM chat, you would come in here, you get all the chat. Here's all of our different chats, etc. Come on in, let me log out. And if you log out, you get all of these. Click join EM, come on over here. $30 a month gets you access to everything. 6,000 people in the chat. Oh, net ghost. $80 per month gets you into the Bid and Ask Nation with me. Who wouldn't want to talk with me all the time? And that's that. Send me some stocks. We'll get into them. And we'll go from there. What's the stock to trade today? I think it has to be oil or energy. I would just go ahead and do something with that. BP, Shell, Schlumberger, Chevron, USO. Just trying to go down the list of things in my head. I heard it's going to pump and dump DWAC. Oh, is that the Trumpsters thingy? Tesla's going to Mars, literally. Okay, buy Kroger, $1 bread. If I buy the Kroger, $1 bread if I do. Pay attention to that. Let me know if it goes to 150. Stock Mo said Tesla will be at 6,000. Sick. Is this financial advice? No, this is not financial advice. I should preface that. Microsoft, CLF, PBR. Is PBR the Pro Bull Riding Association? PBR. Let's start with that. Oh, Petro. Whoops. Okay. So again, here, you're going to jump up here. I would take some profits today. I think that, so here's the deal. When you get a jump like this, yes, here's the problem. When you get a jump like that, it's not a problem. It's a good thing. But the problem I see is, let's say tomorrow, everything. So why are we up today on this? We're up today because of speculation on what's going to happen in Russia, Ukraine, right? Let's say that speculation goes away tomorrow. You end up down here, or you end up back here. So the safe bet is take profits. Okay, tomorrow you get another jump. It comes up here. Take profits again. Just keep taking profits on the way up. You're going to make a little less money, but you're not going to get to this point up here, and then boom, it comes back down here and you made nothing. Zippity doodah. Trump's Truth Social is the funniest thing ever. This is so funny. So I signed up for it at 12:25 p.m. on President's Day morning. I jump in line, 107,438. This is the funniest launch I've ever seen. Your account has been successfully created. Due to massive demand, we have placed you on our wait list. We love you, but you're not just another number to us. But your wait list number is listed below. It's the best. It's literally the best thing I've ever seen. You want to talk about a flopped? What? The other thing, why would you even put a number on there? Just don't put numbers. Then now it just looks terrible. Well, I mean, I of course I understand why Trump is gonna put numbers, because he's got to pump his ego and say, oh look, you're 1 millionth in line, but nobody can tweet. All right, let's go look at not Facebook, Microsoft. 285 on Microsoft. So here, if you guys want, if you're below your 200-day moving average, if you get an engulfing candlestick today, take out this low right here, which you're pretty much about to do. I don't see a problem with a short. You'll face a little resistance down here, but you got a long way to go. Let's zoom out just a touch. Yeah, let's do Option R here. You got, wow. Yeah, you could take this to 260. And after 260, 245. Incredible. I laughed at that when I read it to my girlfriend. You're not just a number, but here's your number. Dude, it's the best thing ever. You're not just a... So if you haven't looked... do I have the picture? I think I do. Hold on a second. Let me just pull it up. Let me pull it up here. Hold on. There it is. Okay, here it is. Let me clear this. This is the funniest thing ever. Here it is. Due to massive demand, we love you, but you're not just another number. But your waitlist number is below. There you go. That's so funny. Nvidia. Let's do Nvidia. Oh, and then we'll do Monster Energy. Bucknuts asked me about Monster Energy over the weekend. So what we're gonna do first, Nvidia, NVDA. So Nvidia, okay. Good earnings, beaten down. So this is what happens, guys. I'm telling you. So here's your support level. If you make an engulfing candlestick today below it, you're going to come down to this 215, 216 level. And after that, you got 200, 190, 180, and you're just going to break step your way down. So keep an eye on that one. It's been one of the stocks that have just run to crazy levels. And let's go. Next. Monster Energy. Holy. Okay, so Monster Energy, it's back down at its consolidation level. Definitely a downtrend. If you get an engulfment today, you can go ahead and short this. Now, hold on a second. Let me see here. So they report earnings on Thursday. So here's the deal. I probably wouldn't do anything over here until past Thursday. So I take back, I redact it. Redact that previous comment. So here, I would come over here. And today, if you get an engulfing candlestick like that, you can go ahead and do something. Even tomorrow, go for it. But make sure you're not in it by Thursday whenever they report, which is Thursday evening. So Thursday evening. Nvidia will fall hard. Yeah, Nvidia is one of those stocks that just got going for no reason whatsoever. Beyond Meat. Let's see, Beyond Meat. BYND. You ain't got no alibi. Beyond Meat, sick. They're back down to IPO level. So on IPO day, which was, what day was that? May 3rd, 2019. I remember this. I remember this very confidently when they did this, and it was the best thing since sliced bread / red cows. But they're down to IPO levels. There's no support down here, so as soon as they drop below IPO level and whatever date this was in 2020, probably March 18th or whatever, March 17th, whatever that was, it's going to go. So it's going to go. Go ahead and pay attention to that one. Bye-bye Beyond Meat. RIP to all of you vegans out there. Just kidding. It's actually a good company. I actually have puts on it at $40. Okay. Tesla. So 843. Why is nobody talking about this anymore? What's going on? Yep. So somebody just said if it drops below this 200-day moving average, can we get into it? Short. Yep, absolutely. You take out that 200-day moving average and close below there. So let's draw some pictures. So we're going to open up at this orange line, right? This orange line right here. So let's say today we close the day here and tomorrow we get an engulfing candlestick down. Yep. That's your ticket to go in. Russians want war. When do the Russians not want war? Let's be real here. Let's see. CLX. Clorox. CLX. Gosh. That's a meme for you. I was just fixing my contact. So Clorox had, I almost said a swear word, almost had terrible guidance going forward. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You get an engulfing candlestick today, get on this baby. I mean, this is perfect. Good volume, good trend right here. Just ignore this. Don't even pay attention to this. Swing trade this only because this can absolutely just fall right back down because this is a big downtrend right after a bad earnings report. So here's what I would do. Come right over here and swing trade this positively. Somebody please tag me in the Bid and Ask Nation in the stocks chat and say, Mo, CLX, swing trade, long. What's up, Nick? Mo rocking a beard. Do I really have that much of a beard? Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I haven't shaved in a couple of days. Short 3M. Let's see, 3M. Yeah, why not? So you get an engulfing candlestick down, go for it. This is a cluster, you know what, right over here. So this is just gaps all over the place. I would be absolutely perfectly fine. Let's zoom back in. I wish I could have this pen and zoom at the same time, so I'd have to quit switching it on and off. So engulfing candlestick like that, Short it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great selling volume. Everything is just looking perfect here. I wonder what the deal is with them. Like 3M is like a Americana kind of company, and they've just been getting freaking abused, and it's just very strange. Guys, smash the like button. Thank you, Abdon. Smash the like button. Proctor Gamble's another one, kind of similar to 3M in a roundabout way. Up at these all-time highs, just consolidating sideways. So you are technically a downtrend. So if you were in this going long and you caught this entire run up, you're selling right now. You're exiting. Red line has dropped below yellow. So now on swing trading chart, there's potential that this thing jumps up this week and tests these all-time highs. So that's how you could be going short and long on a position. Let's see. Visa. You guys remember Visa V pens where you would type on an overhead projector? There's people out there like PP who's 15 years old who's going, what's an overhead projector? Let's see here. Visa is falling off of these near-term highs that were created in the end of the year. Hovering on its 200-day. So it's confidently dropped below its 200-day. Let's see if it closes here. It could very well come down here today and move right back up and just hang around this 200-day moving average. So let's see if this thing actually stays down today, and we will go from there. Mo, we're about to be best friends since you like 60 days in. Please watch Shot Caller. Okay, let me write that down. Shot Caller. Hold on. Shot Caller. Thank you for indulging me in my Netflix habits and giving me a second to time out and write down a TV show that I need to watch on a broadcast. T-Row. T-Row. Wow. Wow. Okay. So T-Row, I would not... Okay, here we go. Based on what I'm seeing from right in here, I would not be surprised if this didn't fall any further. You've had really great volume coming in, albeit a lot of selling, but a lot of selling turns into a lot of buying. Also, I'm noticing down here, so remember that line I just drew. Also noticing down here, we're starting to get that turn up of red line crossing over yellow and moving up towards the sweet spot. So with that being said, I do think you are holding an amazing support level right here. Let's see if it holds it. Just be careful though. A lot of big investors are getting into Comcast. Comcast, more like Concast. CMCSA. Oh, shoot. CMCSA. Let's see. Yep, same thing here. Same thing here with T. Rowe Price. They are just holding a very strong support level right here. They don't have as good a trend down here turning up like you had on T. Rowe, but yeah, pay attention to this one. So whoever just said this one to me, yeah, Alejandro, make sure, obviously the big investors are getting in from a different perspective than trading. So make sure you're seeing what they're seeing and go from there. But Comcast is certainly getting interesting. Intel needs to hold 44. It's dropping too. Why don't we take a gander? Intel. Okay, so Intel, I bet I think I see a lot of support at this 43.50. Here's the bad. What do we have? Yeah, so here's the bad news with Intel. Right here, you have a little gap, and that gap is between, let me pull out my whiskers. That gap is between 42.09 and 41.50 that needs to fill. So yeah, that one can certainly fall to the low 40s, and then after that level, you don't have support until about $38. So keep watching Intel. If you are an options trader, look for some puts on Intel. Remember, we talked about it last Friday, I think it was. Just make sure you pay attention to what they did with their new acquisition if you're looking at it from a value standpoint, and determine it from there. They have clearly stated that their profit margins are going to decrease. So, oh my goodness, look at PayPal. This company, if I had told you on July 27th, when PayPal was at $310 a share, that by February of 2022, this thing would be at $100. You would have called me crazy and you would have told me that I'm a moron. You probably did say that on the videos that we made. But it's happened, and we are now at COVID levels. This right here was coronavirus, and we're at those levels, and it's actually falling further. So I still think $85 is my number. PYPL. I need to look up shot caller today and probably sell puts on PYPL. What's next? Why don't we look at some defense stocks like Raytheon? What's the ticker for Raytheon? Oh, no, it's Ray, right? Ray, like that. Yeah, there it is. RTX. Yeah, it's not surprising that this is pushing all-time highs, at least highs of the past several years. So Raytheon is certainly going to go with what's happening there. It's a defense stock. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent. So let's pay attention to Raytheon. I'm going to pull up Lockheed Martin. I'm not going to get into too much detail because it's an employed trader stock. Yep, this is an interesting looking one. Why don't we look at Northrop Grumman? Northrop. What's Northrop Grumman's? Somebody tell me Northrop Grumman's ticker symbol. I can't remember. Shopify. We'll look at a crappy company before we look at a good company. Shopify beaten down $635 a share. I do not see the next support level until $501 a share. So, yep, thank you very much, Richard. So $501 a share. Nope. Oh, that's not it. NOP? No, that's not it. Somebody give me the Northrop Grumman ticker symbol. We'll look at, we can look at Halliburton. Yep, you're right. Halliburton. Defense and oil all in one. There it is. There we go. Halliburton. Okay. I really wish that this trading view would I'm in the United States, for God's sakes. When I type in Hal, give me Halliburton. Don't give me whatever you just gave me. Great looking trend, great looking run. Market's now open. It's pushing these these current highs. You're probably going to get a lot of buying volume in there. Go for it. NOC. Thank you very much. It was NOC, not NOP. NOC. All right. I'll do NOC, and then I got to get out of here. I got an appointment at 10 o'clock. Okay. Good looking trend right now. Very good looking trend right now. Let this move. It's hard for me to say. If you take out these highs, go for it. If you don't, I don't think you should go for it unless you want to swing trade it. Last one, Facebook. Imagine investing in those disruptive companies. Yeah, hey, let me do a shameless plug right now. Go and follow my Instagram. Actually, at Everything Money has it on there, and my Instagram, at TraderMo_EM. Go and look at the disruptive companies that have what they've been doing in the last year. Guys, okay, now I'm going to get on a rant. So guys, somebody messaged me yesterday who clearly has no brain cells in there. They probably hedge on Bitcoin. They said, yeah, but Intel and Facebook and what's the other one? Baba are down too. I'm like, yeah, but the difference is BS companies like this innovation crap that they're talking about has nothing fundamental behind the company. They have hopes and dreams. They don't have cash flow, profit margins, etc. That's the difference between the companies that we're talking about and the companies that they are talking about. Anyways, Facebook at lows, Facebook back to COVID levels. Thank the Lord. Next support level is probably 175. We'll see what happens from there. So that's it for today, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Go make disruption. I didn't even ring the bell today. Oil's the new disruption. By the way, if Ukraine goes to Russia and tells them that they are going to make an electric vehicle, will Ukraine say that they won't invade? Just a question.